So the new AI policies that were released by YouTube on the July 15th, what do they actually mean? I've been seeing tons of people posting here on YouTube, also on Twitter, just completely bullshitting what this new update actually means, claiming that all AI content will be completely deleted from the platform. Now, I have actually received 2 new strikes on one of my channels since the new policies were updated. So I do have some kind of insight on what they do mean. I'll go through that in just a second here. But before that, I just want to encourage everyone watching this video to be careful when going through YouTube, trying to find an update and figure out what actually this new policy means, because a lot of these creators who make content about YouTube strategy or maybe even YouTube automation, they are just trying to milk this opportunity to get so much more views by radically using crazy titles. It's over, AI content is done forever, you are completely, like 37% of channels are going to be demonetized, YouTube finally bans garbage AI channels. Like, this is not the case. And when people are making or kind of over exaggerating everything like this, just a big cloud of chaos erupts. Same on Twitter. Like, I do not know who any of these guys that have made these posts are, but you can see that this one got 8 million views. He wrote, YouTube will only pay creators who use their real voice and produce original content starting July 15th. Making reuse videos, copied content, low effort uploads, and fully AI generated videos will be ineligible for monetization. This got 8 million views. You can imagine how many people on Twitter are completely misinformed by this guy called Feared Buck. I don't know who that is. Sorry if you're watching this video. Even YouTube replied to this guy, not exactly to clarify, and then clarifying what these new policies mean. Same with this guy, Jake, bro. I don't know who this dude is, but starting July 15th, YouTube is going to start demonetizing AI slop. People using AI to mass produce inauthentic and repetitive nonsense just for clicks will be demonetized. And while he does have a point, as I said, everyone is exaggerating this so much. All AI slop will not be demonetized. People are still making crazy amounts of money using AI generated content. So I think there's a need for someone to actually go through this in depth and explain what all of this means. So first of all, the 2 strikes that I received on my channel, I have tried to appeal both of them. Both appeals were rejected. That's usually how it goes on YouTube, unless some special types of strikes are way more likely to be appealed, and some of them are just rejected right away. These are the type of strikes that were generally very, very hard to get rid of. And the funny thing with YouTube, and why I am also kind of disappointed in them as a platform, is the fact that they will not explicitly reveal why you got the strike. They will not in any shape or form tell you what was wrong with your content, especially those or the 2 videos that I had posted. They completely refuse to point out the timestamps of the violation. They don't provide any reason. They just strike you for whatever reason. And I got these strikes, as you can see, on the July 10th and the July 21st. So arguably, they could be due to the new policies. I'm not really sure myself. However, after digging into this, even more, due to the fact that my channel is about creating AI content, I would suspect that it has to do with it. Although all of my competitors in the same niche, some of them have had issues. Also, very many creators in the make money space, for example, dropshipping YouTubers, other YouTubers that teach trading, even they have seen a lot of these strikes that don't really make sense, where YouTube do not want to provide any form of reason or explanation. So even though like my channel and my content isn't explicitly breaking any of the community guidelines, YouTube is, for unknown reasons, striking channels that seem to have to do with this kind of online making money space, which is a shame. But the actual new policies, don't worry, if you run an AI channel, you will most likely be fine. The new policies, as YouTube like to describe them, they actually responded to after all of this chaos on Twitter and stuff. They actually made a separate article responding to all of this, kind of explaining what the new policies mean. And just to cite them, what's changing on July 15th? To be clear, we're not introducing a new YouTube Partner Program policy. This is a minor update to our long-standing repetitive content guideline. We regularly update and evolve our policies based on the content on YouTube. And this update is to clarify that this policy includes content that is mass-produced or repetitive. So what they actually mean is not that all content using AI voiceovers will be removed. They do not mean that, fully AI generated content will be removed. They are more referring to mass-produced content that is, created at a very grand scale, kind of spamming the platform. So there are channels out there that are solely made to milk YouTube of as much money as possible, that are making super repetitive AI content, which is every video is essentially the exact same, but they're just switching up maybe the images. They might be making the exact same story for every single upload, but they're just changing up the images and slightly making some other small tweaks. For example, channels like this one called Sleepless Historian. This is a 100% AI generated channel. As you can see, they are still going very strong, uploading approximately 1 video per day. Some people would argue that this is AI slop, just completely pestering the platform. But since this is made in a more original way, the channel is actually interesting and it provides value. It doesn't have this, bottom line production value type content. I would say that channels like these are quite safe. Now, after doing some digging, there's one very important thing to point out. These guys, let's just take a look at one of the videos first of all from 4 weeks ago.
Hey guys, tonight we begin with the delightfully dysfunctional world of the ancient Greek gods, a pantheon so powerful, so dramatic, and so emotional.
So as you can see, they are just doing image slideshows. I've gone through and done a deep dive to this channel in some of my other videos, but they're just doing AI slideshows with a voiceover, some fire filter going on, and some fire sound effect going on, and it's kind of sleep content. So it is a unique angle that not many people have done before on YouTube. It's a very good thing. They managed to pull this off very well. But if we actually skip forward to, let's say, 52 minutes in length, you'll see that it's just a black screen with the voiceover.
From her life. In desperation, Psyche returned to her father's home.
So since this is sleep content, it might have passed as more authentic, and this is not just AI slop. But these guys have actually decided to, they've recognized that with these new policies, this could be considered very repetitive content that is just made to milk the platform of money. And what they've actually done in their most recent uploads, if we were to watch one of those, let's take this one 15 hours ago.
Women.
You can see that I've skipped forward to 45 minutes, here, let's say 1 hour, the same length as the last one we watched.
With grace. There was the stately Samai, the lively Maxim, and the hypnotic one.
You will see that they have now started adding images throughout the entire video to make it even more unique, and show YouTube that they put more effort into their videos than just making images the first 30 minutes and then having a black screen for the coming hour. So even though people on Twitter and on YouTube are telling you that all AI channels are completely dead forever, YouTube is going to start demonetizing all of them, the people who are actually recognizing that this is just a minor update, they are sitting here making, let's see how much these guys make the last 28 days roughly. They're making 31K per month in a landscape that might even have less competition now that all of these normies are just thinking that YouTube animation is over somehow. For example, students in my program as well, where we teach you how to create content with AI, we are not facing, I've not had one single case, and we have many students, I've not had one single case where someone is getting demonetized due to the new policies. Because if you do create your content with AI, make sure it's unique, make sure that the production value is not utter crap, then you are safe and you will be making money as usual. So take this video as a reminder that you should not trust everything that you see online, like this Fearbug dude. This is just engagement farming. He's just trying to make money off like Twitter, since they pay him based on the amount of views that he's getting. Do not fear, rather go to trusted sources who are actually like doing YouTube themselves, like me or other guys in the YouTube animation space. We are making still the same amount of money as before, even though these new policies have, appeared out of nowhere. So don't worry. If you are actually interested in, learning how to create content that is compliant with YouTube's policies, especially now that they are making it stricter, the landscape a little bit stricter with AI content, definitely consider applying for my program, where we help you how to start a faceless YouTube channel and actually create a sustainable income source that you can later on use to quit your whatever 9-to-5 job that you might be working. I'll put an interview to one of our most recent, very well performing students. His name is Reed. I actually recorded this interview the other day. He's had a very inspiring journey with AI content, using AI to create this kind of content, and he's made over $6,000 in his first 45 days with a new channel on YouTube that we helped him start. So check it out. I'm sure that you will find some good value in it. And if you want me to create news content on whatever topic about YouTube animation or YouTube strategy in general, please leave a comment down below. The comment with the most upvotes, I will simply take that topic and make a video on it. I'm here to provide a value. I'm here to be an open book about YouTube, since I want to help you guys get started off the right foot and not be, taken away by all of this misinformation that is spread.
All right, so I'm currently at my dashboard on smmshiba.com, and do not get confused by the website names. SMM Shiba and SMM Dodge are actually the same website. So all you have to do once you've created yourself an account here is to go on list, click on this category icon, select, and here you want to select something, basically any option that says from with video. So I'm going to choose this one right here, and this should be already fine. 2014, 2017, yeah. Now I'm going to click on buy, confirm, and now you can go onto your product orders, and you will see this is pending. All right, the order is now completed. This didn't even take 2 minutes. What you want to do now is you want to copy that ID, and we want to be organized, right? Especially if we have multiple channels, you will not find them again. So make sure to save it somewhere.